Hey, welcome everybody. We are live. We are here today, joined by Chev GPT. How we doing?
Man, I appreciate you having me on. I'm looking forward to doing this.
I really enjoyed the shows that we done. I still need to reach out to Big Draft Energy and Sleaze, but like I really enjoyed those shows we all did together for the start sets, all that. I wanted to make sure I got you on, and like I said when I messaged you, I wanted to make sure you were actually in the content stuff. And whenever I started seeing you do the draft profile, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, he's fully in. So one of the first people I was like, yeah, he's in like I am. So it's
Yeah.
uh but yeah, we'll get more into that. We're gonna say hi to the chat. We got Scott, we got Losimo, we have Anthony, perfectly cromulent here, Hartman and Green Bee. Welcome everybody. But we will get back to that, get to know Chev a little bit more after the intro.
Hey, hey, we're grinding through the torment. High volume, no management. Taming souls indecent. Grinding drafts through the abyss, no rest in our veins. Feel striking like lightning, flooding endless pains. From late season voids, he's dropping all the flames. Bestball Degens unite, shattering the chains. Old school RB stacking fury, derailing trendy trains. Who is commanding the storm etched in our brains? Who? Hey, thunder in the names, claiming all the kills. Flames, names, games. Degen wrath of fuse, stone age torment remains. Bestball eternal, in name's infernal domain. Pterodactyl pigs screaming, cayman chaos reigns. Fossil fury fuels the fire, drafting through the veins.
All right. Yeah, so you have a podcast you do. Tell us a
I got,
little bit about that.
man, I got a
Yeah.
bunch of stuff to
Yeah, well there was
do.
the one on the thing you sent me. So
So yeah, so I do. I'm right now. I mean, we're in the throes of peak male rookie horniness. So
yeah.
I'm doing a profile a week on NFL 2026 prospects, and really having a good time with that. Outside of that, I work with Player Profiler, the FF Dynasty. I have my own podcast, Two Guys One Pod, and I do some other stuff from time to time. Do the Dynasty Pulse on the FSAN for Grindberg over there. But yeah, I do a bunch of stuff. People seem to like it sometimes. I enjoy it a great deal. Like I was listening to stuff, listening to other people, and I was like, I want to try to do that.
Yeah, I
And
mean
that was 2 years ago. And
that's where I was at. I was like, man, I have takes. They may not be good, but I like them. So like maybe other people like them.
yeah,
So I started
yeah,
streaming. Like I just do it for fun, do some drafts, stuff like that. But I've always been like into looking at rookie profiles. Like I just like it. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna do it whether I'm talking about it on stream or not. Uh, so I actually had a stream
exactly.
yesterday with Steve Schaup from Fanspeak Network. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him, but we did our rookies, uh, and you're really, really bullish on a player that him and I have quite a bit lower, um, and that's Zachariah Branch.
Oh no 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 no
Oh,
no
oh,
no
you're
no
actually
no no
lower on
no.
him, and okay,
Yes.
maybe I misread
Yes.
that. Okay,
Yes. So
okay,
me personally, Chev GPT,
okay,
aka the legendary ball knower. Yeah, no, not me. Not
okay,
I. I
okay,
have
good.
been
Well, so
I have been
you and I, like pretty much have takes that are pretty close to each other almost all the time. Like we very rarely
yes,
disagreed on
almost all the time.
the start sit, and I was actually ready to discuss something that was different, but I guess we don't like. I know he's getting top 65 capital or whatever. Like he it's fine. Like that's happening. But
Yeah.
yeah. So uh go
I
ahead
so
say your Zachariah Branch stuff then. Like I was that was one thing I was wanting to ask about.
okay. So my thing with Zachariah Branch is he is a supreme athlete.
Yes.
He's one of the most athletic human beings. The minute that he's drafted, he's going to become one of the most athletic human beings in the NFL. The problem is he hasn't gotten any better at football since he turned 18. And what I mean by that is that there's no technical refinement, there's no detail, there's no route nuance, there's no detail. His fundamentals are lacking. Now, the athleticism, the traits, the speed, right? The suddenness, the all of that, the stuff that's God given that you can't teach. He has all that, and it's just oozing out. But I can't. I'm a Florida fan. He's a Georgia. He ended up at Georgia, and I can't help but to see a lot of Kadarius Toney when I look at Zachariah Branch, and
That
it's
I'm a Chiefs fan.
supreme talent.
I see the same thing.
Yeah, supreme talent, sublime, right? Like a truly the guy. Like he's the guy that's going to be like they're like if he was from a small town, he would be the guy that they're like, hey, there's like this 7-foot guy out there dunking on people all over the place, and like go get Zachariah. He'll be able to beat him. He's that type of special athlete. The problem is in the men's league, they're all special like that, or just enough to where they know what you're going to do. If you're telegraphing your routes, I always go back to when you're talking about the level of detail with wide receivers, because there's such a science to it. Like I go back to Devonta Smith, one of the most accomplished wide receivers, ever.
Yeah.
Period. There's no debate about that at this point. Like he's one of the most accomplished receivers, no matter how you feel about him, in terms of what he's done. And he talked about how Darius Slay was coaching him as a rookie. Like, hey, I know exactly what route you're about to run. And this is Devonta Smith, Heisman winner,
Right.
top 15 pick, one of the people would say one of the most advanced route runners and technically sound people. And he said, I can look at like your first couple steps of the route and I know exactly what you're going to do. And with Zachariah Branch, I'm looking at it on a computer screen and I know what he's going to do. And there's just several different instances where I could point to in my notes. Matter of fact, let me pull my notes up right now. I was laughing about it with a buddy of mine because he looked at me and I said, I have in there, he's a habitual body catcher.
Oh yeah, he really is. And so this has been my thing with him, like especially for best ball specific. Like, do I think he could be a decent play in Dynasty down the line? Yes. If he could actually take to some coaching at the NFL level after year one, he could be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But like in year one, I don't like it.
No.
So like that's been where I've been.
So let me ask you this, okay? If you are an NFL offensive coordinator, okay, and you've got a family to feed, and you have all these guys, and there's all these guys that are super polished and put together, but they're not as athletic as Zachariah Branch, but you can count on them to do what they're supposed to do, right? You coach them up, you do it. Can you justify giving Zachariah Branch 110 targets?
No, not at all.
Exactly.
Jamie's got a comment for you. I watched Chev on a computer screen, and I know exactly what he's going to do. Dropping elite knowledge.
My God. Jamie's been rocking with me since like my very first episode I did on the Player Profiler News Desk in like late 2024.
He's everywhere. He's awesome. He actually, my intro song, he made that.
Oh, that I was gonna ask off camera. I was like, did Jamie do that for you? Because I mean, he did one. He did one for another show that I do, and I was like, oh, this is dope.
He made several for me. Actually, the one on the video I showed you before, he did that as well. But So tell me where I'm wrong here. These are my ranks at wide receiver. And so I think there's a clear top. Like I think Tate's clearly the top, and then Tyson Lemon, you can argue. I like Omar a lot. I did finally move him above Boston, but I think 4, 5, and 6 are like whatever you want. You can flip them however you want. I think Bernard's definitely number 7, but I think he's absolutely number 7, and I feel like those 7 are like locks for top 50 picks. And I think that all those there in white are locks to be day 2 picks.
Okay. I don't have any pushback on your 6.
So you don't like Bernard as much.
I have Bernard and Skylar Bell in a tie at 10.
Okay.
I have Elijah Surratt. Hold on, I'll tell you exactly what I have. Give me 1 second to go pull my rankings up. And I'll
What do
tell
you
you
have on
exactly
4,
where I
5,
have it.
6 exactly? Do you have that?
So 4, 5, 6, I've got KC, I've got Omar, I've got
And then
Denzel Boston.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I think you can just flip those however you want. Like it's a
Yeah.
little bit of personal preference and like, do you believe that the partying concerns is Concepcion or a bigger issue or not?
Yeah. That's basically where it's like, hey, do you think
Yeah.
he can catch the ball well?
Yes.
No? Okay, then you got to bump him down a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So the way that I have it, and this is so I would go 1 Tate, 2 Lemon, 3 Tyson, 4 KC, 5 Omar Cooper, 6 Denzel Boston, 7 I have Chris Bell.
Yeah,
And
I fully get these rankings are specific for like best ball as well.
Yeah.
So like I still have Bell at 9. Like
Yeah, that's
because
fair.
if you have a strong wide receiver room, you could tack him on and just have a powerhouse going through the
Mhm.
playoffs. And if you're using total points, like he probably undraftable, right? But
Mhm.
if you're doing a playoff format, like I think having that extra power at the end is pretty strong.
Yes, I think so. My thing is, I have some very aggressive visions when I watch him play football, and it's hard for me
Yeah.
not to.
If
It's hard for me not to see
if
shades of AJ Brown. Like AJ
if
Brown's
he
one of my favorite
didn't
players of all time.
if he didn't tear his ACL, I think he's clearly the 4,
I mean,
right?
I can't push back on that. Like I saw him run a diamond release slant against, I can't remember who it was against, but I also saw the exact same thing from AJ Brown his rookie year against the Falcons. He scored a 44-yard touchdown. And
Right.
I was just like, I'm in. There's some moments like where I just do some bro analysis and I'm like, yeah, he got that dog in him. I want him.
Yeah.
And I can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. Like I am in
Yeah.
love with Chris Bell.
Yeah. I in dynasty formats and stuff, I'm fully in on that. We're let's go ahead and we could talk ball the whole time, but we're gonna go ahead and jump into a draft. Like I said, about the 15-minute point, we would try to jump in, but I usually try to let everybody jump in with us. We're gonna join a big board, and we're gonna join a big board in 15 seconds.
Bestball Degens, we never leave the ride. Fury, endless, picks, relentless, fantasy, reigns, who wins, immortal.
All right, you haven't really watched the show a lot, right? Like because you're usually listening to actually like ball knowledge stuff, not just people drafting teams, stuff like that, right?
Yeah,
Or doing your own research and stuff like that.
I'm trying to catch up on as much film like
Yeah.
right now as I possibly can so that I can have one. I just always want to be the loudest voice in my own head. So I want to listen to people's opinions and then go see if I see what you see. And if I don't, like I'll come to you and be like, hey man, what did you see here? Or what are you thinking here? Because that's the way that we help each other get better. And that's how we help other people get better. That's my opinion. That's my approach. So I will. Here's the deal. I'm going to make sure that if you're live streaming Monday through Wednesday, my last hour, normally I'm at work at this time, but my last hour at work, I'm going to be tapped in.
That's all good. Like, hey, just subscribe. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that. You don't have to, but like, I just try to vibe, have a good time.
Yeah.
I have a lot of guests on. I love battling back and forth, and like you said, I want to know what I know the most, right?
Mhm.
And then I want to use that. And if somebody has a really good point, I'll go back and check my process,
Yeah.
right?
That's it. That's the Socratic method. Like, hey man, I could be missing something here. I'll tell you,
Yeah.
I'm not missing something on though. Is Zachariah Branch.
Yeah. I actually moved him up a little just because I know he's getting the round 2 capital, but like
Yes. But you,
so like for best ball specifically, like just to get on this for a second, like he goes in every single draft. And those other names, Skylar Bell, Chris Bell, Bryce Lance, I don't know where you are on him. I liked him before the combine, and I was wanting the combine to confirm that he was fast enough. And the combine confirmed he was fast enough because very, very rarely do I think 40 time matters that much at wide receiver. But for him, it absolutely mattered.
Yes.
Like those players are being drafted at like 10% of the field. And like, let's say Zachariah Branch even has a 70% chance to be better than the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
I want the 30% chance at the 10% owned guy.
Yeah. It gives you leverage.
Right? Yeah. I want the leverage on it. So like, yeah. All right. So shout out. We got Losimo in here at the 2. We have Lutz at the 6. We have Game Tide at the 9. We have, I believe, Jay Timber watches at the 10. We got Danimals at the 11, and we're at the 12. I've been drafting from the 12 hole basically every other draft for the last week. And I don't mind it. I think that there's like a top 14 or 15 players. And we'll see. Like, you have the right to veto anything. We'll just kind of talk out our picks, see what we like. What kind of structure do you generally like in best ball?
So,
by the way, you said you haven't drafted a big board. It is 3 of 12 advance into 1 of 10, 1 of 10 with a 550 AC final.
Oh wow. Okay.
So
here, like the back end here, I'm looking real hard.
Jefferson went.
I thought.
Yeah.
I thought somebody reached up and grabbed Ashton Genty right there. But like I want to.
No, I that's my rankings. I have them way higher. I have them way higher.
Beautiful. Yeah. Okay. See, again, we didn't even talk about that.
No. I figured you and I agreed on it.
I'm dead serious. I did not expect. I was like, hey, so I really like. I want to go home run swing upside with safety volume, and then so right there. If for some reason, obviously, all right. So go back to the regular. So
we're at the regular, right? You want Genty, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very
so we have 20 seconds on the next pick. Jeremiah Love, Hampton, Achan, pull up Neighbors, whatever you want.
I was gonna say Drake London would be the
Let's do it. Do you want that, or do you want the double RBs? So RBs clear up pretty fast.
So if we were going that route, then yeah, let's double up on RBs, and then we can come back with whatever. Or we got Drake London.
Out. Yeah,
we locked up 160 targets and 330 touches.
Who do you think starts for Atlanta? Do you think it's still Michael Penix? Do you think that they end up with Joe Flacco? Like, what do you think's happening there?
When he's ready, I think Penix is going to be the starter when he's ready. If it's Joe Flacco, we could be in for a 200 target. We could be in for a 200 target Drake London season. I am perma-bricked for the idea of Joe Flacco to the Falcons.
Yeah, like I've actually been doing one of the I have Genty ranked above the other guys, but like what I've personally been doing is I've just been pulling Jefferson up and letting whatever running back falls, because I think Jefferson's going at like 14, 15 on average, and I think that that's just massively wrong, because we pretty much know that JJ McCarthy's not going to be the answer now.
Yes.
So I've been, because there's so many running backs. So like, I don't mind doing this at all. Like Jefferson got pulled up, and I think rightfully so. So like I'm fully in on whatever at that point. What do you think on Amari and Hampton?
I really, 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 really like Amari on Hampton this year.
He's my number 2 owned running back right now.
I mean, that's a very sage thing to do, as usual, Who Hames, because you've got a guy who's a run game difference maker in Mike McDaniel. Like that is a home run hire. That was who I wanted in Tennessee with Robert Saleh. So I can't imagine a better pairing. Now, the interesting thing, not to go too far into the week, but the interesting thing will be the shift from the way that Greg Roman has designed his run games with the power and the gap schemes to the way that Mike McDaniel has done. But Mike McDaniel's such a smart guy. He'll figure out a way to marry this up and get the language to where you can maximize 2 of the best tackles in the game, whatever they're going to do in free agency. I'm pretty sure they're going to try to throw a bag at Linderbaum. They've got the 3rd most capital.
Yeah.
So I'm really bullish on Amari on Hampton because he's got the 3-down skill set. He was 15 points a game last year behind a decimated offensive line and coming off the high ankle sprain or whatever it was. It was a fracture. It wasn't actually, it was some sort of fracture. So
yeah, and he came back and tried to play.
yeah.
And
played. And once he got back into the groove, he started playing well.
His first game or his last game before he got hurt again, he had 8 catches, by the way. Nobody talks about that.
Dude, he's a 3-down back.
Yeah.
I've been arguing with the Smash Accept dudes about Omarion Hampton for a year now.
I'm in. I'm in. What do you think? How scared of you are on Brees right now? How?
I could wet my pants if I think about it too hard because of the fact that he's still on the Jets. I was hoping that they let him hit free agency.
I really wanted him to go anywhere. Anywhere. I kind of wanted, anywhere. All right. So what do you like here?
Zay Flowers.
All right. Do you want to? What else do we like? Because we got 40 seconds to make 2 picks.
So I'm undecided on what to do. I'll let you go. I know that I love Zay Flowers. I've been screaming from the rooftops about.
Are you big? Do you like Colston Loveland a lot this year or not?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I think this has been my move. I've been pulling him up, and my hot take for the year is that if Malik Willis lands with Arizona, I want Colston Loveland over Trey McBride.
I don't mind that at all. So here's the thing. From once the Colston Loveland awakening happened, Trey McBride was the only guy to outscore Colston Loveland for weeks 9 to 18.
Yeah.
Beyond that, Colston Loveland commanded some ridiculous targets per out run over that stretch. And you could just see that there was chemistry developing on the fly. And I think the team realized this isn't just going to be kind of a fly by night thing. We've got to get him the ball a lot, and we're gonna be deliberate about it. And I think once Caleb got comfortable with that, it was Katie bar the door, because you knew that he has the potential to be one of those game changing weapons. So
yeah, and to your point, this is weekly finishes over on PFF. Trey McBride obviously up top with all the ones and a couple 2s.
Mm-hmm.
Also Loveland down the stretch down here. 2 and then a 2, a 2 and a 1 with a 9 in there. So he's by far, he has the most green on this side other than Trey McBride, to your point.
Yeah. And I think that was just kind of a precursor to, I said, there's 2 things that I thought. They're going to go back in the offseason with Ben Johnson because he's a psychopath, and he's going to restructure and reskin the passing game to where it's built around Colston Loveland and Luther Burden. You can manufacture touches to Luther Burden, and he can just do everything after the catch. That I've seen people say the way that Zachariah Branch was used at Georgia is the way that it's Luther Burden-esque, and it's very clearly.
Have you seen the Zay Flowers comparisons to Branch?
That's the most ridiculous and disrespectful thing.
I seen that today, and I'm like, Flowers. What? What?
Bro, have you never watched like Zay Flowers in college or at the NFL level? It just it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating.
We're coming up. I actually really like Odunze this year, but nice. You sound like
I don't mind. No. Okay, so don't hear what I'm not saying.
Well, it sounds like you're really bullish on Burden, right?
Well, it's just easier for me to create a path in my mind for them to get him, 6 to 8 easy targets a game.
We got 40 seconds to make 2 picks. Who do you like here? We could pull Caleb up if you want. We could take any of these.
We gotta have that in the bag. But what do you? So I'll defer to you here. What do you like in these? Because we're kind of in the.
I'm very bullish on Mike Evans going to an awesome team and getting a ton of touchdowns this year as a safe play.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to go for the ceiling, I don't mind Brian Thomas, Jordan Tyson, or even I don't like the Harrison thing, but I kind of like Evans.
I'm good with that. That's I feel,
and it's a little more floor, but if he ends up at the Bills, does he end with less than 11 touchdowns?
No.
right?
If he's wide receiver one again, if he's with the Bills, it just depends on his hamstrings have to not betray him. That's all.
By the way, this man right here, he did well over 1,000 best ball drafts, I believe, last year, and he had 46% Zay Flowers.
Nice.
Like he is an absolute believer. He asked which Bears receiver is mispriced, because that's kind of what I think. I think somebody's definitely mispriced, and the only one I'm 100% confident isn't is Loveland.
Yeah, there's no argument about there's no argument to be made against Colston Loveland. There's not one that I can't immediately rip to shreds.
Yeah,
I just he's probably going to be the de facto one in the offense. They could move on from Cole Kmet for like $5 million in dead cap, and that was like a $50 million deal at some point. I mean, when he signed it was a $50 million deal. It's still a $50 million deal, but like I don't know how much real like guaranteed money he has left. But they can move on for $5 million in dead cap, and I think that they might do that and then just get a cheaper option. A cheaper inline wide tight end that just does all the tight end stuff and let Colston Loveland play big slot, or line up out wide. I was looking at some stuff the other day with Colston Loveland, and they were him and Cole Kmet lined up out wide quite a bit. And I think Colston Loveland was like 21% targets per route run out wide. I'm gonna look that up here in a second. But yeah, I was a Warren guy. I don't have anything against Warren now, but the offensive outlook is just so much better with Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams than it is with anything Indianapolis has going.
And like there's so much uncertainty going with Indy right now too. Like they also didn't place the franchise tag on him. They did the transition, the one to where they match.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not even guaranteed he'll come back.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't come back, what are they doing?
Yeah. Riley Leonard, does that tickle your pickle at all?
I'm not. I haven't seen him drafted once, and like
I'm kidding. He should be
right, but like I think I would laugh a lot because there's a lot of Colts fans that live around where I live because I'm in between St. Louis and Indy, so there's a lot of Colts fans here.
Yeah.
So in this range, we have Genty, we have London, we have Flowers, Evans, and we have Colston Loveland. What do you think on Ramondre if he makes it? I personally can't get to Manungai at this price. Like, what do you think of that? I'm
unequivocally out at that price.
Yeah, like I've been pulling up Algier.
So what about so I'm fine with that, but what about Chuba Hubbard?
No, let's do it. I actually he's the other one. Those are the two I like to pull up. And do we want a second running back? Do we want to just take the naked Jackson Dart? Do we want to do an Alec Pierce?
Let's do Algier. Let's do Algier and let's do Chuba Hubbard.
Okay, so let's just slam in the two running backs. I like it.
I mean, we were sharing the sentiment that the running backs kind of dry up. And
I'll just click running back here. So Manungai, Dowdle, who's probably a pretty okay pull up. Price has a few questions now. I think I still like him a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Pollard feels pretty shaky right now with Jeremiah Love getting steam to your Titans.
Mm-hmm.
Corum, fine, I guess, but I don't know. But then it goes down to like Gainwell, Jordan Mason, who I have 13 picks ahead of ADP right now. And then Coleman, J.K. Dobbins. Like it gets real ugly.
Yeah, that doesn't inspire confidence. Now, I will say that maybe we need to have a little bit of James Conner on our radar with Drew Petzing going to Detroit. So Conner they can move on for a very cheap dead cap. And
there's another option that I've been throwing out there.
Talk to me.
What if he goes to Dallas to the because what's his name?
Clayton Adams.
Yeah, Adams.
Yes.
What if he just goes there, and backs up Javonte?
I would be softer than soft serve and Asana, man. That would ruin. It would confuse so much of my Javonte takes and my.
Oh, you're really into Javonte then?
No, it's not that. It's just that James Conner, if he goes there, is going to get some sort of equity or backfield share. Whereas right now, there's no path for me to create for anyone to threaten him.
Oh, right. No,
In
there
terms
really
of
is.
touches, goal line touches, receiving work, and that clouds it immediately if James Conner goes there.
Well, that's the thing. They're not going to spend a lot of money on it. I don't think James Conner is going to cost that much. Like, I think they give him a call.
I would much rather him go to Detroit, and then we have a clarified role.
Yeah, both of those would be fantastic.
Yeah.
By the way, did you hear the Aaron Rodgers interview today?
I did not.
So he might have had the quote of the year. McAfee was asking him about working out and all that stuff. He's like, I'm not trying to get into if you're going to play, but he's like, you were talking about working out. I was going to ask you about your routine and like why you're doing it and stuff. And Aaron Rodgers said, I'm trying to stay fit. I want to look good. I want my wife to fuck me all the time.
I mean, hey man, he's in his old man era now.
Time. Yeah. It was pretty funny because he's like, oh, we're not on ESPN. He's like, I don't think it'd matter if we were. I'd say it anyway.
That's so good.
Yeah.
So, fun fact: Aaron Rodgers is one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time. Like he actually is my favorite quarterback of all time.
I did not know that.
Yes.
All right. So let's look at the board real quick. Steph Diggs, if Blake Corum comes back, are you interested?
Yes, very much so.
And oh man, and that quarterback just absolutely dies as well. Like it's just a graveyard. But I'm fine pushing as well. Like just act like he's the guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Where's Tyler Shuck at?
He's actually you won't have to convince me. He's my highest owned or second highest owned quarterback right now.
Bro, see? We don't have, I promise you guys, me and Who Hames crossed two ships passing in the night, just like, hey, bro, I agree with that. You know ball. And then just keep going. We did not discuss this at all before the show.
Yeah. So
I've drafted a ton of Tyler Shuck in redraft, in fast draft.
So are you good with these two? Lock up that fourth running back and then second quarterback?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And so the thing about the landscape this year, and I don't know if you feel the same way on fast draft, because I think fast draft, it used to be, because last year it stopped at 15 rounds. Is it the same?
Yeah, still 15 rounds, 10 teams.
I like the wide receivers in the last rounds so much more than the running backs.
Yeah. And it's a way softer market because I'm getting free Alvin Kamara and free Chris Godwin in the 14th and 15th round as much as I want.
Free Godwin is crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah. Look at that. He went in the 10th round here.
Yeah. The questions with Jadarian Price is that some of the thresholds that people use, he's under 210 and under a certain height. There's only been a couple ever to be good at that, but they've been great. But I don't know. You watch the guy move. He just moves so smoothly in the hole and all that. And people were expecting him to be bigger, more. And I think it's just a combine weigh-in thing to where he wanted to run fast, so he slimmed down.
Yeah, I have a theory about that. Guys are going to go to the combine and come in 5, 6, sometimes depending on how big you are, 10 pounds lighter than your playing weight. Last year, Rocket Sanders came in. He was listed on ESPN at 242. He came to the combine at 217. Yeah. So it's it makes sense. Lighter, lighter mass travels faster. So
yeah, and all you're doing is drills in your shorts.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you?
Yeah. So that's kind of where I land on that. I'm not putting too much stock in he was listed at 209 in Notre Dame. And if he wanted to get up to 215 or whatever, I think he could. I think let me ask you this. Are you concerned a little bit, or do you feel like it's smoke in terms of people just automatically writing him off as being a guy that couldn't basically like the Jordan Howard of this draft in terms of pass catching.
Well, I mean, we could just look to last year with Judkins. Just because you don't get an opportunity doesn't mean you can't do it. He may not be elite at it, but
Yeah. Ooh, 11th round Mike Washington Fields.
that's where he goes. He goes at the latest now in round 13 on Underdog. So ETR put their rankings out and put them at 110 or whatever, like just instantly.
Oh, steam, super steam.
I had 15% in the last round, so I feel pretty good. And I just because I know he's going to go up, if he's there at 160, I take him sometimes in like 13, 14. I don't like it, but like you're between him and like Kamara, and I don't want all the Kamara. I don't dislike him right now.
It just, if we can be honest, last year left a bad taste in our mouth because we didn't know that he was just going to fall off the cliff, and it just seemed like he did. Maybe he was fighting through an injury and then he got injured for real, so it doesn't feel good right now.
I feel like we need a wide receiver for sure. So, I mean, these two are both watching, so we'll wait. But here's the other thing. Juwan Johnson will not make it back for sure. If we want to get the stack, if we care about that, we have to pull him up over Ferg and Goddard, which
I'm perfectly fine with that.
I'm fine with that. I'm also fine with last round. Do you like Golden, Debo, Dobbs?
I have been all like, if I don't go Godwin in the last round, I've been going Dobbs. I think Dobbs is one of the most underrated wide receivers that's going to actually hit the free agent market. I was looking through his game logs over the course of his career. He's got 6 games with double-digit targets, and he averages 6 catches for 104 yards, and like he's got 3 or 4 touchdowns over those 6 games. I think he's one of the most underrated receivers in the league from a real football perspective. So, yeah,
I was kind of hoping Concepcion made it. I've not been taking as much of him because I like Cooper basically the same. I like him a little more, but I have him in the same tier, and Cooper goes at like 160 to 170 now, and I prefer that. I think we're gonna have them back to back here in the next week.
Yeah, I mean, we're right now. It's ambiguous enough in terms of the draft capital and what teams are thinking about Concepcion and Omar Cooper, that you can kind of play the game where it's preference, and people got to see a lot more Omar Cooper towards the end, but Casey Concepcion is going to be a guy that's hot in them streets because of, a lot of Devy guys that might be doing best ball as well. So you're going to have Casey ahead. I think most everyone has Casey ahead in their rankings of Omar Cooper. So yeah,
I do agree. I do agree with that. Yeah. But I don't want to be out on Concepcion. The number one thing is landing spot, right? Like whichever one of them probably lands with the Browns. I mean, they got picked 24. That's kind of where they both go. Hopefully, I'm kind of hoping they go with Boston. And then now that by the way, now that I'm super rooting for Omar Cooper to go to Kansas City at 29 right now.
Oh no. Oh man, what's that about?
What, at 29?
Yeah. Why you want that?
Well, I mean, we just traded McDuffie away, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, after this year, we're not going to keep Rashee Rice.
Correct. I mean, he might not keep his freedom in short order. So,
I kind of wonder if.
Whoa! What's going on with this team that just drafted 3 tight ends in a row? We can't just gloss over that.
What's wrong? What's wrong with that?
Huh? I was like, man, I am playing a different game than whoever just did that. I am playing a very different game.
Actually, so I think it was the person that won the marathon last year. Rounds 9 through 13 went quarterback, tight end, quarterback, tight end, quarterback, and then tight end or whatever. Like all through here, it was just all purple and blue.
Stacked?
I mean, it was somewhat stacked, yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, they're not stacked at all. So
Yeah, I was like, man, are we doing something where we should be saying safe words? Because 3 tight ends in a row is
what is the safe word?
yeah,
That
I don't know the
so
safe word, but I don't feel safe.
I got a little story to tell you about that.
Oh my god.
Like it's way less degen, but still super degen than you think. I don't hate the Woody Marks new price at 160. I don't like it, but I think it's fine. I think Kayshon Bootie's an awesome pick right now. That Diggs is gone, maybe.
Mhm.
I love Pat Bryant. Like you'll never talk me out of Pat Bryant.
Never ever. I wouldn't try.
What do you think about doubling up the backfield?
I feel great about that.
All right. So do you want
I
to do both of
so
these?
yes. I would do yes
Okay.
and yes. Now, let me ask you a question. This is unrelated, and please don't forget what you were going to say.
I
Where
won't.
where does Rashid Shaheed go in all these?
He goes like right up in here. Well, he usually goes at like 140.
Okay. Okay.
I have him ranked aggressively, I think.
Well, I mean, for this format, that makes perfect sense.
I have him ranked 8 spots ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, so the story is I have a buddy who like is a bit wild, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like one of the things he does, you know how like kids don't know anything and they just repeat everything?
Mm-hmm.
He always has people's kid, like he always talks to them and goes and just has them ask their mom what the safe word is. It's like, hey, go ask your mom what the safe word is. Go ask
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. It's and then seeing their face is pretty good. Like it happened
Oh.
multiple times. Then people kind of
Oh.
got the jig was up, you know?
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. No,
That's really
it's just
funny.
absolutely hilarious. And like I said, it's pretty degen, but like it's not bad, right? It's just
Yeah.
messing with a kid
Yeah.
in a
No.
way
I,
to embarrass the parent.
yeah. So, all right. Same along the same vein. My me and my best friend were at one of our other friends' house, and he starts dating this girl, and she's got a kid, and we're all kind of giving him, giving him guff about it because it's like, bro, you're a MILF hunter now, like that's what you're into, like that's
Yeah.
because like he's a little bit older than us, like we're like 21 at the time, he's like 25, 26, and the chick's like 26, 27, somewhere in there. She's got a 5-year-old. And little dude's pretty cool. I still talk to him this day now. Like I'm 40. So the kid's grown. He just had his first kid. So it ended up working, and like they ended up so it ends up working out really well for all parties involved. Well, for the kid. And anyway, but we're all just sitting around, been drinking a little bit, and my buddy goes, "Hey, come over here, kid." And he goes, "Hey, go ask that dude over there if he's your dad." And he's in the kitchen talking to his girlfriend, the mom.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Hey, are you my dad?" And the mom's face just turned, I mean, beet red. I'm talking like,
Yeah.
and she was furious.
I can imagine.
And I laughed. Oh my God, I laughed. And she got mad at me too because I was laughing. I was like, I don't care. That's really funny. I didn't do it.
She probably thought you were the one that did it.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause whoever's laughing the hardest is probably the one that you instantly blame in that situation, right?
Yes.
Like that's how it works.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. I could not hold it in. I lost my mind.
Michael Penix falls all the time. Do we want a third quarterback? Are we fine with these two? What do you
How do you feel about the build? Are you a 3 quarterback, 3 tight end guy? Or are you trying to get a little bit heavier at the wide receiver? Because
I just let it flow. I mean, we have an elite here and we could say an elite here. I don't love I don't really feel comfortable the Penix is going to play, but I do like to add him to London builds, so I wouldn't hate it here. like I think what wide receivers do you like? Because I definitely want a receiver. And then we
I,
can debate on the running back and the
I'll tell you, I like Chev DK a lot.
did he just go?
I think he just went
He just went, yeah. All
poop,
right.
poop
Adonai,
knife. I'm contractually obligated to talk good about Adonai whenever somebody asks about him.
yeah,
I used to just do it unprompted in front of Burger King, and they banned me. So
all right. So do you like uh Bigsby at all? Penix, Brian Robinson, Braylon. Like Braylon's pretty bad right now, in my opinion. I think we just go Penix.
yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with going Penix just because it's
And like,
hey, who
yeah,
else?
yeah. If they do get like a Flacco, right? It's to bridge it for him a little bit,
Correct.
in my opinion. So like, if that is the route that they go, I do think Penix starts at least whenever the playoffs start, and that's where we want to make sure we have multiple people to get us through the playoff weeks, right?
Yeah. I
So
mean, and he's got the mind meld with Drake London, and he understands how to deliver him the football. That's a perfect football delivery system for Drake London, and I love to see it.
yeah, it really is. And I'm a believer in Stefanski. So who's your one-on-one? Are you Bijan, Gibbs, Jamar
Bijan.
Chase?
Bijan was my 1-on-1 last year when everybody said
Yeah.
Jamar Chase was. I'd be fine. Like in fast draft, if I get the 1-on-1, I've been splitting it between Bijan and I was splitting it between Bijan and Jamar Chase, but now I'll thruple it and be splitting it between Bijan, Gibbs, and Jamar Chase.
Okay. Yeah, on Fast Draft, the 101 feels a lot worse this year because the 12 feels pretty solid, and the third round reversal,
Yeah.
I would guess, like I haven't done it yet, but just looking at the board, like, and it's 10 people per, so like you basically get two of these guys, like you basically
Mhm.
get like Amon Ra plus Genty, and then
Mhm.
you get like George Pickens on top of it.
Yeah. That is I much prefer to be 9, 10, 8, 9, 10 than I do 1, 2, 1, 2, or 3.
This year, I do believe that like the top four picks are significantly stronger than like. Do you put JSN in the same vein as Puka Chase and or not?
Yes.
You do.
I was shaking my head. And I realized I need to answer verbally. But
I was wanting the verb like yeah the if anybody's just listening yeah they don't get that like
so so the reason being, okay, he was able to command 163 targets on the most run heavy team in the league. And if the volume goes up even a little bit, we can deal with the ebbs and flows. And he's the type of guy that you could legitimately target 200 times.
oh yeah
I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility to say, oh, we haven't hit his target ceiling yet.
and they didn't even like if they add a slot role of any kind to him because he was never in the slot like what
Yeah.
if their new offensive coordinator moves him and
Well, I mean,
runs him in the slot some?
so the
Like
allegations at first were that he was only a slot guy.
yeah and
And
now
then
yeah
and then it was never so I had to have this realization, wake up call, come to Jesus, whatever you want to call it, over the course of the last summer. And I went back and I was like, oh, JSN was one of the most decorated recruits in his recruiting class.
okay we're
And then
about on the clock
okay.
we'll get back to that in a second.
Yeah. Come on. What
I
are we
think we
thinking?
go like I like with a room like this. Do you like Damon Claiborne at all?
Yeah, I love Damon Claiborne. I'll send you a short that we just did about Damon Claiborne.
Okay, we're gonna take him. I've been taking him here like every draft, and let's take a wide receiver. Just pick somebody.
Bryce Lance.
Oh, you are a big Bryce Lance guy.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure. Because we kind of talked about that. I especially in best ball, like you want a spike, like that is the kind of guy that's going to give you a spike down here.
Yeah.
Both of these guys are right.
There's two guys that I have been. Bryce Lance kind of entered into my wheelhouse. Like people were talking about him, but I wasn't all the way there. And then this past weekend, I was like, hey man, to all the testing, not just like the 40, all the testing is off the charts.
This was my late January whenever I finally got through most of them. I hadn't got through a couple people. I had Bryce Lance at 14, and everybody I did something with, they're all like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, I will remove him if he runs a 4.5. If he runs a mid 4.4, I'm okay with it. And then he ran a 4.3 something, 4.34.
Yeah.
To be exact. And it's like everybody else now has him ranked way closer to where I do. You know? And like I'm not always right with that, but like at wide receiver last year I hit somebody like that I'm like, I'm scared that they don't get capital. And then they looked good and got capital. That was Pat Bryant.
Yeah.
So like I think like, and it doesn't mean that he's going to work out. Like in best ball, Bryant didn't work out, but the tape shows you he was really good.
Exactly. And that's what we have to. Hey, look, when people show you that they're good at football, you got to believe them. You can't make up reasons not to believe them.
Right.
That's counterintuitive.
Yeah, I agree. So go back to it was who are we talking about when I
we were talking about JSN and how I had a realization.
Yeah.
And
go back to that.
It's just that JSN's always been one of the best football players. Like in any pool that you put him in, he's always been one of the best football players available. Oh, you're one of the best recruits in the country? Cool. You go to a wide receiver factory in Ohio State, and every single one of the first round guys said you're the best guy. Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you get first round draft capital and break your wrist and then come out and put up 60 catches for 628 yards and people say you suck. Okay, I guess. And then you come out and break out as a sophomore, or excuse me, your second year. It's like, why am I trying to talk myself out of this? He's always shown you that he's good at football, and that's my thing. So yeah, that's why I have him in the same tier, because I think he could have a Jamar Chase-esque type of ceiling. I have one request out of this whole deal, just our last round pick.
I'm fine stopping with Loveland Juwan. Are you?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
I wanted one wide receiver in particular, and I'll text it to you on the Twitter X.
There's a private chat here, but I think I'm going to just guess who it is. How about that?
Go ahead.
Because I think he's on the screen. And I don't know. Well, I was going to ask if you want a Chris Bell, but is it Ted Hurst?
No.
Okay. Who is it?
Brennan Thompson.
Brennan Thompson. All right. Another spike week kind of guy. So I think we just do the double stack here, get a little bit of security, and then another spike week guy. What do you think?
Yeah. I'm perfectly good with that. This is your show, man. I'm just EQing it.
Yeah, so let's go through the team real quick, and then we'll get to why you wanted Thompson. We got a 3-6-9-2 here. We got Caleb Williams, Tyler Show, Michael Penix, running backs, Genty, Chuba, with Jonathan Brooks, Algier, Kansas City's future running back, Blake Corum, and Damon Claiborne. Wide receivers, Drake London, Zay Flowers, Mike Evans, Romeo Dobbs, Pat Bryant, Adonai Mitchell, Bryce Lance, Devon Vele for the stack, Brendan Thompson, and then Colson Loveland and Juwan Johnson. So we only have Caleb stacked here, and we have a double with Vele, with them, and then Drake stack, single stack, perfectly fine. I like this team a lot.
Good, because I'm going to defer to you on how you feel about this team, because like we made all the selections, and I'm like, this feels like it's too big to fail.
I mean,
I'm a little shaky. I'm a little shaky at wide receiver, just because if Mike Evans doesn't, if he goes back to Tampa, if he can't nice. If he can't stay healthy, then we've basically just kind of drafted a zero. But again, I just feel like if he goes to Buffalo or he goes somewhere he goes to some contender with the quarterback situation already solved, we could be looking at easy double-digit touchdowns, 4 or 5 wide receiver 1 weeks just off the back of, hey, he scored 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna get several like 50 yards, 3 receptions, a touchdown, like 13 points. Like that's not what you want, but it's somewhat of a floor. And with the way that we hit the upside plays with Adonai, Bryce Lance, and Thompson, all of them are huge swings, right? And between Dobbs, Evans, and Vele, like we should be able to get some floor, like a really high floor every week.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know how you feel about Adonai Mitchell, but I feel like he's one of the most talented wide receivers in the league. And I feel like I'm taking crazy pills because when I say that, people are like, well, but why hasn't he produced yet? And it's like, look, man, opportunity. Well, if he was good, he'd be on the field. Well, it's hard. Alec Pierce is about to get $30 million. Michael Pittman's making $25 million a year, and they took Josh Downs in the 3rd round. And he's
and he was dominant in that one game, and then he threw the ball on the ground.
Yeah.
And the team never forgave him. He went to a new team and performed pretty well pretty early.
Yeah.
Like in a new system. So like he's able to, like, that proves he's able to learn fast, number one. And it's not like he had good quarterback play.
Right. We've seen him with good quarterback play for exactly like 16 quarters of his career. And whenever he was targeted, it went pretty well.
Right. All right. Let's go to the completed. I'm going to name it real quick so I don't forget. Do you have, it took about 40-ish minutes to do that. Do you have time to do another one?
Fuck yeah, I got time to do. Can I curse?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Yeah,
I just like, as long as it's not like a consistent flow.
No,
like
I'm not gonna. Yeah, that's no.
As long as you don't use that as an invite to not stop cursing, we're good.
Yeah, no. I said it and I was like, oh no.
No, it's all good. I mean, I cursed earlier today on the show. I think you missed it, but like I just try to, keep it basically like you're at work. Like, yeah, you're gonna say something here and there.
Yeah.
Just don't actively scream at people while you're doing it.
No, and it's all tonality, right? Like,
yeah, it is.
If I say you're an effing a-hole and I'm smiling while I do it, and we're talking about something funny, then that's different. If I'm looking at you with a scowl on my face and I'm like, you effing a-hole, it gets perceived a little differently.
So, all right. Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to go ahead and do another draft. We're going to do another big board. We got 43 watching. We got 26 likes. That's fantastic. This is Chev GPT for anybody who doesn't know him. I put a lot of he's got even more shows and stuff, but I put a bunch of his information in the descriptions below. Like, absolutely give him a follow on X. You've been doing rookie profiles, all this other stuff for different sources. But anyway, we're going to jump in a big board, and we're going to jump in 15 seconds.
We never leave the rhyme. Fury, endless, relentless, fantasy, reigns. Who wins? Immortal.
All right, so talk to me about Brandon Thompson.
Okay, so this is one that just kind of hit my buddy Bijan. Oh, are we at the 1-1?
We are.
Oh, get ready for my sweetness. Yeah. No, I love it. I love it.
Let me pause for a minute. So I want to apologize to everybody. I always review all the teams, but you did say you had like an hour and a half ish.
We're good.
We can like after this draft, I'll go back to the first one and I'll review those teams because I can pull them up.
Okay.
So right. It's all good. I just wanted to make that note. So Brandon Thompson.
So my brother went to Mississippi State. One of my best friends went to Mississippi State. Big Mississippi State fan. And so I'm always like casually watching what they got going on. And I watched the Arizona State game and I was like, whoa, what is this? It's like he took whoever the corner number 12 from Arizona State, he took him and put him in the shadow realm. Like I'm not sure that dude wants to play football anymore after that. And but he consistently is just way faster than everybody else on the field. And he's doing this to SEC defenders. And so at first I was like, man, it's just kind of gadgety, whatever. And then I watched 4 of his games, just broke down the film, took a bunch of notes, whatever. And I was like, man, this is so there's fast, and then there's the ability to run really fast while you're tracking the ball over your shoulders and run away from people. And he can do that.
Yeah. So
and that's like an underrated thing. That's a thing. That's like that's like a kink for me when it comes to wide receivers. It's like, can you run super fast and track the ball down the field? Because like you see Deshaun Jackson and people compare receivers to Deshaun Jackson. And that's the one thing he can do that other people couldn't do. And that makes him one of the best deep threats, if not the best deep threat ever.
Right. And it's one of the knocks on Worthy as well.
Yes. Worthy cannot do that. That's what I wanted to make that point, because Worthy's super duper fast, but he's not fast when he's running full speed and having to track the football. Brennan Thompson is fast no matter what.
So I find like he was one of the guys that slipped through in my initial looks. Like I missed him. I missed Eric McAllister. I missed Deion Burks, like in my initial look through of players. I went back and I watched all of them a little bit now. Brendan Thompson, like I only surface level looked at him, but I really do like what I've seen. So like I'm that's why I was wondering, because I haven't moved him into the draftable range really, just because like it's not like he's going to become a pick you take all the time, right? You don't want him on all your teams either way.
It's just it's like a fun, like, hey, if this hits, it could hit. It's a perfect best ball pick, because when it hits, he's gonna be a top 15 wide receiver, and he's gonna be in your lineup.
I was super in last year into Kevontae Turpin for the same exact reason in round 20.
Exactly. That's kind of the thing. But instead of the kick returns or like the gadget plays, the turn to long plays, this is going to be them throwing the ball outside the numbers and him just running away from people. I have some aggressive visions. We can talk about it more like offline or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm actually gonna put in the private chat, put your email, and I'll send my notes over.
Yeah. I mean, it's just whohames@gmail.
Okay.
If somebody wants to spam me, whatever. I
was like, that'd be such a weird thing to do.
It's not like you couldn't just try it, like it's not hidden. Like if they wanted to try to screw with me, like, there you go. Just like, it's not like I'm trying to hide what it is.
Yeah.
Do you want me to bring them up, or do you just want me to have them?
Oh,
I'll read through it tonight.
I'd love for you to for you to check them out, and then give me, when you get a chance, like whenever you watch them, just give me some feedback.
All right. So where are you at on Pickens with the, like, okay, we don't get the chance, but what do you like here?
What do I like the most?
Yeah. Out of all of this, Kenneth Walker, I assume.
Yeah. Kenneth Walker and Chris Olave.
I was fairly positive you were going to say Olave because you like Shuck.
Yes.
A lot of people think the Olave price is too high. I like it. Like, Nico Collins is actually, like, I think Nico's the one that's like massively underpriced, but I have Olave and Nico above Pickens.
Yes. So there's it's twofold.
And
one,
Nico and Olave to me are like like they're the same in my eyes.
Yes. So the reason I would have Olave over Nico is because of the fact that Kellen Moore's offenses were historically some of the fastest paced offenses in the league. We've seen what he's done with the wide receiver one. Keenan Allen had his best career year with Chris Olave. Not with Kellen Moore, excuse me. Keenan Allen had his best year with Kellen Moore as the offensive coordinator. We saw CeeDee Lamb, post breakout, like just turn into a monster with Kellen Moore. Now it's Chris Olave, who was in this range 2 years ago going into the 2024 season. He was in this range with Drake London, right? And he got the concussions. It didn't work out. He was bad, whatever. And now it seems like people forgot, or they're holding like the concussion thing against him. But we're talking about a dude who got 156 targets and scored 9 touchdowns, had a career year again with Kellen Moore, who produces great fantasy offenses. So all that to say, I'm really, really excited about Chris Olave this year.
Me too. The chat's pointing out something I missed. I usually don't miss these things. The name in the 7 hole is She Took the Kids. That is such a good name. She Took the Kids is a big Rashee Rice fan. It all adds up.
Oh wow, yeah.
It all adds up. We got Young Moolah here at the 12. We got Cade at the 9. We got Danimal at the 6. We got OPP Luke at the 4. And as initially talked about, we got the 101.
Dude,
that's such a good name.
That really is.
He's a red badge. No stranger to these streets.
Oh yeah. That's probably why she took the kids. All those all these damn underdog drafts.
Right.
Let me ask you a question, Who?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Garrett Wilson this year?
Man, I know it's a good ADP, and I just have a really hard time clicking it.
I'm right there with you.
So I'm kind of bullish on Ladd, and I'm questioning that a little bit. Just because, like, if they do re-sign Keenan, it's so ugly.
Yeah.
All right, so we're on the clock again. You like the burden upside. We could do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty out on all these running backs here.
Mm-hmm. Why are you out on RJ Harvey?
He was really not that efficient last year, and they we'll get into that in a second. We can take Harvey if you want.
No, I wanted to look, we sidebar discussion. Just take who you want to take here, and then we can have the discussion later.
Okay. Well, do you like Tate here?
Yes. Tate's my wide receiver 1 in the class. I think we hit on that earlier.
Yeah, I just wanted to confirm. So number 1, like, there's rumor, like, you heard why like David Montgomery was a 5th round pick, and then all of a sudden it's a 4th round pick and a 7th and the player, right?
Yeah.
Because Denver called.
Yes.
Because they wanted to add somebody. Now, I get it. RJ Harvey was kind of playing a little out of position last year and all that. It's a great offense, but they're also rumored to be looking at like ETN and some of these other players, which to me means that they may just take, like, if they may just take a round 2 or 3 running back again this year, because RJ Harvey was like one of the most inefficient runners last year.
Yes.
Now, he looks awesome if you can get him in space.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if he doesn't have to make a read, he's super athletic. Like,
mm-hmm.
he can make, if you put like players in front of him and he doesn't have to read what's going on, and it's like 1-on-1 or like 1-on-2 even, like, he might be able to make those things work. But yeah, that's why I'm out.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can respect. So I think the important thing with Sean Payton offenses is to remember that they've always used 2 running backs. There's always going to be a Mark Ingram for the RJ Harvey, and that's why they called about Monty, because Monty could be the Mark Ingram.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's that skilled. I think he's that talented. I think that would have been a dream landing spot in terms of, if we're going to get away from Detroit in that big back role, which they've kind of moved away from. But I think that's probably why they let go of John Morton and want to get back to more of the physicality and the pounding the rock. I think that would be a dream landing spot for David Montgomery, just because of the fact that he's awesome. I think he's an awesome football player.
Oh no, I love J.K. Dobbins coming out of college like we all did. Everyone loved him, and he was really good last year. And in every single metric, he was better than RJ Harvey, basically, at least the ones that I've looked at. And like David Montgomery's just like an adult version of what J.K. Dobbins is after all of his injuries, right? Like he's
Yes.
basically what he was before the injuries, kind of, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I mean,
like,
he's
yeah. And we just seen that exact player perform very well in that scheme. Like you're right. That would have been like because David Montgomery goes like, I mean, if he's not gone, I'm going to take him here.
beautiful. Okay.
But like, I'd be taking him like around Javante if he went if he went to the Broncos.
Yeah, that's yeah, without question. Like
Yeah.
I'm in 100% alignment with this. Do we want to? Are we punting tight end, or do we want to grab a tight end here as well?
We could take a tight end, either Fannin or Warren, either one. You say Fannin?
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
By
the way,
go ahead.
Jamie, have you heard Jamie's Fannin stories?
No.
Apparently, I think he said Fannin is his kid or something. Like he was at the like Fantasy Football Hall of Fame or whatever, and he was talking about some stuff, and he actually met his mother, like because they were there the same day or whatever. He could tell you the story whenever, but he basically met their family because I think he was doing a piece on Harold Fannin before he like blew up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like his mom found out about it or whatever, so he just jokes about it.
Nice. Yeah, that's pretty dope, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I know James is a huge Browns fan.
Yeah. Garrett Wilson with a better quarterback play as a first round pick. His talent level is greater. No question. Like
nobody's arguing about the talent.
No argument.
Just, he is Jets discounted, brother. That's all.
Yeah. The one thing that's been true every single year in best ball and just in fantasy, like if you can figure out who the bottom 3 offenses are and you just take 0, you're well ahead of everybody else.
Yeah. Dang, Pearsall came off the board there. I was wondering when he was going to get off the board.
I've been pulling him up. Like
so I knew we needed to take I feel like there was a definitive tier break, and I didn't want Sadiq or Stowers to be an option, or somebody just kind of like Theo. I didn't want to Theo Johnson it up.
Okay.
So
you like to have one solid tight end.
Yeah.
Where are you at? Like my most drafted tight end, and this is one I'm kind of on an island at right now, and I think it might be one we actually disagree on, is Tucker Kraft. I'm very in on Tucker Kraft.
What do you mean? What do you?
I was just assuming that like maybe we have like if we had a disconnect, that would be where it is.
No.
Okay, because he is coming off an injury. Right.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, I don't care.
I got 20%. Yeah.
I didn't think that the reason I said Harold Fannin is because I didn't see where I don't know where Tucker Kraft is going. I've been drafting a ton of Laporta and then going around early, or if I don't go Laporta, I go around early on Kraft.
So with the way quarterbacks go, Shuck rarely makes it all the way back. So if we want him, we might have to pull him way up, which feels very ugly. This room has a lot of the Who crew in it, and it's like 50-50 he comes back. But like we need somebody.
Yes. What are our options?
Our options at quarterback are pretty Bo Nix, Stafford unstacked. Like it's ugly.
Shuck.
I mean, we could just do Shuck, or we could do Baker plus Godwin and just pull Godwin way up.
Would you rather do that, or would you? I'm fine with either one.
I think we just take Shuck and then take a wide receiver here.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that.
You in on Addison? Or do you want to? We could just do Shuck and Godwin and then see if Baker comes back.
Yeah,
unless you was.
I'm good with that. Or we could pull Jaden Reed up.
Yeah. What about Jadarian Price? Who's running back 4?
That's intriguing. But would you rather do that, or would you rather go Rico Dowdle?
Let's go Dowdle. You want to do Dowdle?
Yeah, I would. Just I think Rico Dowdle is going to get a pretty sexy landing spot, and I think he's one of the more underrated running backs in the league.
Yeah. So Jaden Reed's my number 1 owned wide receiver.
Is that why you didn't want to go Jaden Reed?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's fair. That's fair.
I have 25+%.
We haven't talked about it.
No, we haven't talked at all. Like it's just like, yeah, I'm overweight every Packers player basically right now, other than Jacobs, who I'm even on.
Yeah, my 3 most drafted tight ends in fast draft are Laporta, Tucker Kraft, and Juwan Johnson. So
mine are Tucker Kraft 1 on Underdog. I believe number 2 is Brenton Strange, and number 3 is actually Theo.
I like it
because Theo on Underdog goes at 170.
Yeah, I mean, it's a forgotten man, but I usually, so if I don't grab one of those guys that we mentioned, I'll grab.
I love Helm too. I can only have so many at 15%.
Yeah, there's no reason to do that right now. Yeah. Like you can, but there's no reason to push the button on Gunnar Helm right now.
Well, on Underdog in 20 rounds, like on Fast Draft, probably not. But in 20 round formats, he goes every single draft.
Really?
Every draft.
Fantastic. I think he's a fantastic football
player. 180, 185.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because most people are going 3.683.
Okay.
So
that would track.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we're not going 3 quarterbacks with this build if we just took Tyler Shuck.
I don't know. I'm into throwing a dart at Anthony Richardson or somebody that may start at Minnesota. Like,
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I've done it twice today. The rumors that Minnesota has called about Anthony Richardson has not like, it's not good for Jefferson, but like just having Richardson able to possibly start like has me excited.
Anytime that Anthony Richardson starts and finishes a game, it's either quarterback 25 or quarterback 4.
Yeah, where are you at on Malik Willis?
I'm really excited for him from a dynasty perspective. I'm really excited for Malik Willis because I know he's going to go somewhere and get at least a long rope leash for 2026, and I think he's going to perform pretty well. Go ahead and go, KC. I love it.
KC, and then we have another pick. I think taking Willis or Kyler makes some sense here. We can back Zach Darnold too.
Yeah, I absolutely hate I hate Kyler Murray, so I would want to go Malik Willis.
Okay. Yeah, and this gives us a solid enough base. 2 guys who can I think people underrate how much Tyler Shuck runs.
Yeah. There's a period of time after he took over the starting job where he had at least 7 rushing attempts in over a month stretch of games. And all those were accompanied by, 50-yard performances, 2 touchdowns rushing. He has a solid rushing upside. Like if he starts, I think he's going to be he's going to be pushing for low end QB1 with those spike weeks where he can get into top 3, top 4.
Yeah, so starting here at week 14, he had 55 with 2 rushing touchdowns, which is wild. 32, 2 games he didn't rush very much, and then a 34-1, right? Like,
yeah,
that's fine. Like, I'm fine with the 2 games of nothing. Like, we're looking for spike weeks, right?
Yeah.
He's got 22, he's got 22, he's got 18, and even the weeks he didn't have that, like, he supplemented his points. He's still 20 points every week, basically.
Yeah. Like, again, these Kellen Moore offenses are going to produce for fantasy.
Lutz is a gigantic Kyler Murray fan. So,
My condolences, brother.
by the way, Lutz, I say this basically every stream, but he finished top 10 last year. I think it was ninth in the drafters main event.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think I finished like 100th.
Yeah. No, like I'm actually taking a little bit of 9. Like I got like, so 20 rounds, it's a much different because you have the extra 5 rounds to like play around with, right?
Yeah.
And I have like 3 to 4% JJ McCarthy. And
It's
like,
just look, you're just saying like, hey, I wanna not be locked out in case I'm
yeah,
wrong.
well, he does have rushing upside. The people like another guy, they don't talk about it. Like that's if he can get the things together, like if he could start reading the defense. And to be fair to him, like that offensive line was horrendous.
Yes, and they spent their top 5 in the league in offensive line spend. They went out and signed Will
Yeah.
Fries and Ryan Kelly in the hopes of fortifying the offensive line, and they were awful.
And then they got rid of their offensive line coach. Then the Eagles took him.
Yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about that because I mean it's obviously going to be a downgrade from Stoutland.
Right. Oh yeah. I think we lock in the double if we can. And these wide receivers feel kind of bad. Josh Downs, McMillan, Travis Hunter. Or do we want to just go with the running back? You seem to be kind of in on Connor.
If we're gonna go running back, I want to take so Emmett Johnson is my RB2 in the class, and they're releasing he's from Minnesota. It's not, I'm connecting the conspiracy dots here. He's from Minnesota. They're releasing Aaron Jones. My comp for Emmett Johnson is Aaron Jones.
I
just walk with me. Take a tinfoil hat. Walk with me, brother.
So I have so much Emmett Johnson.
Again, listen. I promise y'all.
So much. Yeah. By the way, before we get this, we have the most important question. I did this in my chat. Is like it was my poll question, which I didn't do one today. Sorry about that. But are mints candies? And like they have never stopped talking about this.
Are mint like peppermints?
Yeah, just mints in general. It was just mints because like peppermints are candy technically, but like there's all kinds of mints. So
can they give you diabetes?
I mean, I'm sure some could. You know.
Yeah, they're candy then. Yes.
Yeah.
If they can give you the Wilford Brimley special, then yes, they are candy.
All right, so go back to Emmett Johnson.
Yeah, dude, I love Emmett Johnson, Minneapolis native. I mean, 4-star recruit out of there. Goes to, takes a little while to get his footing at Nebraska, but this past year, there's some aggressive things that happened on film, and I have some aggressive visions about what he can be at the NFL. I know people are saying that he's too small, he didn't run fast. Like, I don't care. This is an opportunity. I missed out on Bucky because I love Rachaad White so much. I was like, no, there's no way. There's no way that he's going to usurp. There's no way that he's going to usurp, Rachaad White. I was so wrong about that. And then people were out on him because he tested poorly. So we might have a redo with that. Again, I've been hunting for that opportunity.
He, like him and Bucky and Kyron both tested way worse.
Yes.
And so Emmett Johnson, like I am so overinvested on him. Like I had, because I've been I was pulling him up the board before. I was taking him like 118 over and over again. And I don't think those shares are dead. I am a little more worried about them, but I literally have 60% on DraftKings and 55% on the drafters. So I
trust my eyes, bro.
Yeah, that I do too. But like I also think overall having the goal was to have that much and then to lay off whenever he went up the board. And now he's going to fall down the board. I'm probably just going to have that much. So it just it just opens you up to injury risk way more. Like if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's fine.
Yeah.
But like it opens you up to all that extra injury risk, right?
Look, may I ask a unrelated question? but I've been thinking about this since we talked about Keyshawn Butte or Booty. I don't know. I still don't really understand how to say his name. But where are you on Kyle Williams?
I don't click him very much, but I do agree I think it's a really good pick, especially now.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
I just
I hadn't been I hadn't been clicking the button very much either, because I was like, all right, well, I think he's really good, but this is a really crowded wide receiver room. So what do we
all right. So we're on the clock. Do we want a third tight end or not?
I would rather go with a receiver of some sort.
I think we definitely need two receivers, actually, looking at our build.
Yeah. Do you want to go? So what do you like here? Do you like? I mean, obviously,
I like DK, and for our team specifically, like I don't like this player, but doesn't Jerry Jeudy give us a little bit of a floor to kind of go with these guys?
If we're gonna get, oh man,
like I don't like. I mean, we could just do Adonai again.
I would. So Bryant's gone, right?
We're done.
Yeah.
I don't take a whole lot of Jeudy, but he did fall 8 picks. He might end up getting cut or whatever. But like, I think he's going to get some sort of volume. We've waited a lot on wide receiver. We're going to take a lot of them. Like, he's kind of a veteran presence. I know he doesn't do a lot, but
he has the ability to do a lot. It's just that his attitude sucks, and he short circuits himself as a football player sometimes.
Are you Shadur or are you Watson? Because we got a Cleveland stack.
Oh man, yeah.
I didn't even think about that, but we have the team stack going.
I 100%. I was thinking about it when you said, "Oh, we got to take Jude." I was like, "Okay, so we have to take Shadur at some point now, or Shadur or Deshaun." Because they can't move off of the contract to Deshaun until after this year, I believe.
Yeah.
Then I think it's going to be Deshaun. What was discouraging about Kyle Williams? It's a crowded wide receiver room.
Yeah,
come on down, Christian Kirk. Come on down to the physical therapy room.
Did you see my my big brain 3-way trade that I put on X before we came on? Like, what would be fun?
Talk to me.
Max Crosby to the Bears.
I did see this. Yes.
Yeah, with the Bears sending DJ Moore to the Patriots and then the Raiders just getting a whole bunch of picks.
Yep, I did see that. I was wondering. I was like, I saw a 3-way trade, but that was you. That was where I saw that. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it was just a random. It said random thought. It wasn't like this is something that or it could be something where like AJ Brown gets involved in this, like somehow too. Like, it's been a while since we've seen a 3-way trade, but it feels like this year every team is real. Like, we've never seen this many trades this early in the offseason, and there's so many more people that have been talked about already. Like, I think we're going to see an insane amount of trades this year.
Yeah,
like insane.
I mean, it's getting closer to the NFL GMs. One, like the peek behind the curtain with Joe Shane let me know that there are some people in some positions that don't need to be there. So they're playing fantasy football with real human beings.
By the way, I'm fine stopping at these 5 RBs for sure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm levitating above the cement aisle about these guys.
This is like the dream, dreams. Where do you think Kenneth Walker ends up, by the way?
That's a tough one. Because I was for sure thinking that he was going back to Seattle, but then when they didn't, but I still think it's Seattle. I think they're going to let him. He's testing the open market. They respect him and what he was able to do. Yeah, just pick whatever receiver you want here. What do you like?
I think Jeremy Bernard needs to be taken this is why I don't have any Kyle Williams, because I was taking Omar Cooper and Jeremy Bernard in like every draft.
I love it.
And I think we were talking about floor here. Do you like Io Manor?
I like Flournoy better.
I do too. But like we did have the team stack going. as well.
Yeah.
But I think it's very live for the Titans to go RB than wide receiver.
That's kind of been my buddy. I don't know if you can hear my phone buzzing, but we had whiteboard Wednesdays coming up. And we get on the phone, like we talk about what the Titans are going to do. And we both have agreed that pick 35 or pick 66 is earmarked for a wide receiver. And, I think it's,
well, they're supposed to be one of the leaders for Alec Pierce too.
Well, I don't think the Colts are going to let Alec Pierce get out of the building.
I mean, I don't think they should, but.
And his price tag. So on Spotrac, I've been seeing a lot of people saying that, hey, I like Alec Pierce, but not for $25 million. Well, Spotrac has him at 20.2. And they've been pretty spot on. Like they nailed the Javonte deal and a couple other ones too. Like they're not just some dudes just punching numbers into a spreadsheet. Like they know something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think if we can land Alec Pierce, great. I think that he's one of the most underrated wide receivers in the league. I was really bullish on Alec Pierce last year in a lot of best ball drafts because of the fact that there's paths that you create. Like, hey, if it is Daniel Jones, then I like Michael Pittman a lot more. If it's Anthony Richardson, then maybe I could get into Josh Downs a little bit more because he had some success. But I thought that Alec Pierce's skill set, which is the deep down the field, big plays, that translated to either quarterback. Like you saw Daniel Jones have success with Darius Slayton, another speed guy, deep threat, whatever. Alec Pierce and Anthony Richardson have always had amazing chemistry. Just I don't know what it is, but they just have it. So I've watched a lot of Alec Pierce. I feel great about Alec Pierce. If Alec Pierce goes somewhere where he's going to get number one wide receiver money and they're going to give him 130 targets, you could be looking at like a 1,500-yard season.
Yeah, man, I was really big on him his rookie year. And then he didn't do anything his rookie year, and his second year was just okay. And I cut him in multiple leagues. Then he went and
I did the same thing.
I
kid you not. I did the same thing because I said, they're just not going to use him ever. Yeah. Okay, maybe I was wrong.
Mine was Anthony Richardson can't use him right.
Yeah.
And then the next year happened, and that was the only guy Anthony Richardson could use right. Like, where did this come from?
Yeah. I mean, it's just, dude, 6'4" guys that run sub 4.4 at over 200 pounds with 40-inch vertical. Those guys don't grow on trees, man. And he can actually play receiver.
So let's go with Watson here. And do you like to add a third tight end here, like a Cade Otton or a Taylor, or do you want to just add two more receivers?
I would want to add someone who's like a force multiplier in terms of athleticism at the tight end position, as opposed to like adding a guy like Cade Otton. So if we're gonna go, I would go tight end. I would go receiver if we're gonna
go. We could do Chris Bell. If we're gonna go a bunch of them, let's just take Chris Bell now.
Okay.
We're gonna add a second one. We'll just take Chris Bell here since the room took him last time.
Yeah.
We were kind of talking about it. We got too many rookies, but like we're having fun.
Hey, look, it could be a zero, it could be a boat.
Yeah. And like we have enough capital spent at tight end, like we're fine to not take another one. Who do you think will be the quarterback of the Jets? Like my personal take is I think it ends up being Tua. Like for nothing.
Because so the Dolphins just eat the dead cap hit and he goes to try to stick it to him with the Jets.
And try to prove that he's a great cold weather player and then just fail miserably. Like
that's where this is headed. It's you ever see that movie Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story?
I have. Oh yeah, I have the Dewey Cox story
where he's standing in the living room talking to his wife and she says, I do believe in you, Dewey. I just know you're gonna fail. That's how I feel about Tua.
Yeah, man. He seems like such a good dude. And
I don't have anything against him personally. It's just
man, like he had Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, and like that one year they were electric, and then every other year happened.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't think so. If you listen to former Dolphins players, and even I mean Darren Waller, I guess technically is still on the team. They talk about how awesome he looks in practice and how it's just, I mean, it's crisp. He is deadly accurate. He is, and
We
then when
heard
the game starts, it all goes to it just all disseminates. It just dissipates. It's no good.
we've heard the same exact thing on McCarthy, right?
Yeah.
Like McCarthy, like remember how he's like the only guy to ever like never throw an interception in what was it, the
Dude,
7-on-7?
I'm pretty sure that was Thor Nystrom
Like
just
just
stroking
normal.
it to JJ McCarthy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. But like I mean, it became a meme, right? Like
Yeah.
he just he doesn't ever throw an interception in this scenario where you should probably never throw interceptions.
Yeah.
You
He
know?
he never throws an interception on a spike.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, by the way, unrelated, I believe that the spike should be intentional grounding. That's just my opinion.
What?
Yeah,
Why?
closest
Well,
receivers,
technically, yeah.
closest to the receiver is the center.
Yeah.
He's not
Technically.
eligible. He's
Well, running back. There's a running back.
closest is like that's behind him. If we went back and threw it backwards, then now it's a fumble. Like I think
Yeah.
I think it has to be done out of shotgun.
Yeah, but yeah.
Just a stupid.
Yeah.
I think this is a stupid thing that like only I think makes sense. You know.
I mean, no. Technically, by the rules,
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Okay.
What
So
do we
let me
what do
hit
we
you.
want with our last pick?
Oh, you know what I want.
You want the same guy?
I mean, I'm cool with going a different direction, but if you're giving me a choice,
I mean, why not? I don't have any of them. Let's take 2 shares. And like I do think Olave, Burden, like I think Flournoy is way more floor than people think
well,
as
here's
well.
the thing. If George Pickens gets pissed and starts acting like he did in Pittsburgh,
Yeah.
they're sending his ass out the door for a second or a third round pick and saying, yeah, go ahead, pay him $120 million. Good luck. Like that's my angle. I'm a huge George Pickens guy. I've been a huge George Pickens guy. I've been pounding the table since people were saying that he could only run go routes and he can't separate, he can't generate yards. I remember I've been there for all of the narratives.
Yeah.
So like I also am self-aware enough to understand that some of the behaviors are problematic.
Yeah. I mean, it's not just been in the NFL either.
Right. And it's just that like he lets the intrusive thoughts win a lot. So yeah, I hope that it never surfaces to the degree it did in Pittsburgh, but it's like the chances of being eaten by a shark on land are low, but never zero.
Right.
That's how I feel about George Pickens just completely short-circuiting himself and then going back to being like 11 points a game or 10 points a game or whatever he was when he was in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. So let's review the team. We got a 3-5-10-2 here. Tyler Shuck, Malik Willis, Deshaun Watson, running backs, Bijan Walker, David Montgomery, Rico Dowdle, Emmett Johnson, wide receivers, Olave, Luther Burden, Carnell Tate, Casey Concepcion, Chimere DK, Jerry Judy, Jeremy Bernard, Ryan Flournoy, Chris Bell, and Brendan Thompson. We just swung for all the fences. Like we're basically, what was his name? I don't know baseball very well, but there was the guy.
Billy Bean?
No, there was the guy who had like a 210 batting average, but like every time he connected, he hit a home run.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
like there was this guy. We're basically that guy. Harold Fannin, Jawan Johnson. I think it's a very, very high upside team. Dave Kingman, Chris, those aren't the ones I'm thinking of. It was I believe I don't remember. I don't really watch baseball that much. I have a bunch of friends that are baseball fans and they tell me about it.
Yeah, I don't watch baseball anymore.
Yeah.
I am
I mean,
1000% football all the time. I feel like Lincoln Osiris or whoever Robert Downey Jr.'s character was that was playing the Lincoln Osiris in Tropic Thunder. I'm headed to
yeah.
legit, baby. I'm all football all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to thank you for coming on. I had an awesome time. We'll have to definitely do something later,
Yeah.
for sure. Like I don't know. I ran a mock draft before the combine, and like it's obviously completely destroyed. Like I mean, I knew it's gonna be, but I did something for fun in that one to where I had Jeremiah Love falling a little bit, like all the
Mhm,
way past KC.
mhm,
Um, and I had the Texans trading up to get him because they have a bunch of picks.
mhm.
So like I did nail them trading for a running back in the offseason.
See, you know the premise, you just
Yeah.
can't predict the outcome.
Right. Like yeah, like it only made sense that they have a surplus of picks. They definitely need to upgrade this position. It made sense. So like whenever I heard they traded for somebody, it did not surprise me. Hearing that Denver was the team that like got involved to make them pay more, that surprised me.
Yeah. That's kind of everybody's that's the I was talking to or going back and forth on Twitter with some I forget who FF Bird Gang sent that
I don't
thing
know
out
that.
like, oh, Dre Harvey is a terrible, terrible pick. And you can see that he's a terrible pick now. And I was like, look, man, let's calm down a little bit. First of
I
all,
so I was out on him at ADP before this
sure.
news,
Yeah.
based on the efficiency stuff, and like, but the still guy still had 12 touchdowns. Like,
Yes.
if he
I
does that again, he's still worth that pick. Like, even in a limited role. Like,
so the Joker role, right? Like Alvin Kamara is the best Joker that Sean Payton's ever had. I'm not saying that RJ Harvey's ever going to be that. But if he can spike 12 touchdowns or he's scoring double digit touchdowns every year and giving you 1100 yards from scrimmage, like we can't be too upset about
right,
that.
yeah. So in my original mock before the combine, I actually had Denver taking Eli Stowers, uh,
Yes.
and using that as the Joker role. And like, how much fun would that be? Like,
I was in my buddy's Discord, Dustin, and I was like, look, if you look at these like the last 5 picks of the first round, there's a real strong possibility that one of those teams gets kind of tight end horny and they
yeah,
look at Eli Stowers and they say, we can use you just as a big slot, power slot receiver, or the Broncos at 30 as their Joker.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Before I let you go, I do have a question. I meant to ask it at the beginning of the show. Something that I don't know, and I'm sure there's a story behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Your avatar on X, what is that ball from?
I mean, it's just
Is it? Is
it's
there a story
just like
behind it?
literally a thing I made in Canva with
Okay.
so I call myself the legendary ball knower. So
Okay.
I put a skull with a football
Yeah.
football in it. Like, yeah, everybody was doing he
Right.
got the
Yeah.
dog in him.
I just didn't know if it was like a game ball or something somewhere or something like that.
Oh,
I didn't know
no.
if it was just an AI or a Canva thing.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I
that's
just
pretty. I
made
mean,
that.
it looks pretty sweet, but I was just curious.
Yeah, no, that's just
Yeah.
me being funny. And I was like,
Yeah.
well, all you guys call yourselves ball knowers. I'm gonna call myself the legendary ball knower.
That's right. That's why this stuff is great because we're all honestly just trolls at the heart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
right. Like
And
we
I think people think that I'll cut like you can like troll me and I'm not gonna do it back, but I am 1000% I'm gonna do it back, and I'm really good at it.
yeah.
So like I just choose your own adventure, man. I'm not gonna be mean, but I 1000. If you say some troll shit, I'm gonna say some troll shit back.
Yeah. All right. I'll let you tell everybody about what you do, all that stuff. If you stay afterwards, if you have time, I'll show you another one of those videos that I made if you
Oh yeah.
care. But
Yeah,
like,
dude.
all right, go ahead, let everybody know.
Oh, just follow me on the Twitter X, at Chev90. Yeah, that's it. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah. At Chev90. There's a link tree with all the stuff that I'm working on. If I could ask you to do anything, I would ask you to download our app, the League Champ app. It's in the Google Play Store and the App Store. It's a rankings competition. All these jerseys behind me, besides that one right there, that's my old college jersey. I won those. We do a weekly giveaway for the most accurate ranker on our platform. And we're going to do a draft competition here coming up. So download that, get in there. We'll start playing around. Like the draft rollout will probably be closer to the end of this month. We're working out all the kinks now and how we want to do that. So we'll have some sweet giveaway for that as well. But yeah, just go to my link tree, go to my Twitter X, go to the link tree, follow all that stuff. And, just talk to me on Twitter or Reddit. I do Reddit now because I heard that there was just a cesspool of trolls there. So I was like, I want to engage.
I believe that is where trolls originated.
Yeah.
I believe that's the cesspool.
Yeah. So I'm having a wonderful time over there. I post something every day called Thoughts from the Cement Aisle. And it's just me breaking down rookies, like my notes that I've taken, like the one that I sent you. I did one on Brennan Thompson a while back, and I just did one on Ted Hurst. So yeah, I'm over there posting all the time and like waiting for people to just jump in and be like, this article is AI generated. And I'm like, all right,
here we go. Yeah. Well, thanks for coming on. We'll definitely have you on again. Thanks everybody for showing up. Appreciate all the support. I'll be back tomorrow, normal time, 4 p.m. We'll be here for Who's Crew episode, I think it's 6, with Saul, the guy who couldn't make it last week because he spilled chicken soup on his computer. And he's like, this is a real dog ate the homework situation here, but I can't make it. But we'll be back tomorrow. See all you guys later. Peace.
We're grinding through the torment. High volume, no management. Taming souls indecent. Grinding drafts through the abyss, no rest in our veins. Feel striking like lightning, flooding endless pains from late season voids. He's dropping all the flames. Bestball Degens unite, shattering the chains. Old school RB stacking fury, derailing trendy trains. Who must command in the storm etched in our brains? Who hangs? Thunder in the names, claiming all the kills. Flames, names, games. Degen wrath of fuse, stone age torment remains. Bestball eternal, in remains infernal domain. Pterodactyl pigs screaming, came in chaos reigns. Fossil fury